All right, what's good, YouTube? So today is kind of like a more or less continuation of last week's video topic of the how to fake it till you make it. I had a couple people, I had a good bit of people actually ask me different kind of questions and like how to do this. So the best example that I could really think of was to show you how to fake it till you make it, like with me doing it. So this is actually a video that I made. Is Hate, the music video, the Young Band's diss that I made like a couple of years ago when he was whenever we fell out and he was on whatever he was on and made that diss song. And so the next day I dropped this diss song. Like originally when I did this, I was just trolling and just kind of just messing around. It wasn't like nothing serious or anything like that. But it actually got a really good response. A lot of people watched it on YouTube. A lot of people listened to it on SoundCloud and everything. So it actually ended up like kind of going viral. Like a lot of people really listened to it. I think it was over six figures on SoundCloud, and then on here, I think I hit like 60 something K, 60 something K views on here. But anyway, so we're gonna get into it. So the fake it till you make it, and a lot of the stuff that I did in this video wasn't fake, but how I portrayed it and put it out there, you'll kind of be able to see. So this is an example of how to fake it till you make it. So this is like part two of that video. So what I ended up doing was, I ended up finding a beat that I liked, that was like a Young Bands type beat. I purposely looked for one because it could have. Because the reason I did that was because I was thinking maybe at some point in time, maybe he typed in Young Bands type beats and then came across the song, the beat. I was hoping that was some, one thing that may have happened. So when he hears it, it'd be like, oh, I heard that beat before because I know it's a Young Bands type beat. So he went and found a Young Bands type beat and dissed me on it. So that was part of the reason why I did that. So I picked out this beat from C Fresco. Shout out to him. Uh, and then the next thing I did was I went and recorded actually two versions of this song. So I just freestyled on one version and freestyled on the other version, and there was bits and pieces to both that I really liked. So I got the bits and pieces to the part that I liked on the first one, and the bits and pieces on the parts that I liked on the second one. I got together with a friend of mine that was I was in college. When I was in college, it was a friend of mine that I met in the area. He didn't go to my school, but he ended up showing me how to actually write songs. Like he rapped, so he showed me how to actually write and structure a song. So I took the lyrics to one song and the lyrics to the other song, and we sat down that same night after me recording both of those and typed the combination of the two songs out, and that's how I ended up with this song. So it's actually two versions before this that created this. So I might try to find them one day because there's parts in one that's really hard that I like, and parts in the other that's really hard that I like. So I added the two together. But there's parts in either that are in both songs that have like different little diss jabs and different things like that that didn't make it here. So, but I can't remember how they go. So he ended up writing the song for me, structuring it out, showed me how to do it after listening to both the songs and we pieced it together. Then he showed me how to, all right, this is how you're gonna rap. This kind of you got to present it because if you once you when you hear this song, you can kind of tell this is my first time recording. I've never made a song like or anything like this at all. Like I've never done anything like this. You can, and then certain parts, I feel like you can probably tell like I'm a little bit reading it off of the phone. So that's another kind of tip to kind of add to this. Like when you are reading and writing music, try to get in the habit of being able to rap it without reading it so much so that it flows better. But if you can read it and then make it flow better, then do your thing. So the next thing I did was I write this song. I actually recorded it in my apartment. Got it kind of mixed and edited, just something really quick, and it sounded pretty good. This was it. And so then call my boy Rad Luck, and I tell him what the situation is. He's like, "Bro, I'll definitely shoot you a video." So we shot a video a little bit later on down the road. But so I put this song together. I make it. I went and edited because I went to school for graphic design. I just threw together a really quick edit of that ASAP Rocky picture where he's holding a baby with really long flat iron hair, and then I threw the faces on there to make it a diss. So I throw Cardi's face on Rocky's face and Band's face on the baby's face. So it's just like a troll song. Like it's just a troll song. It's a troll diss. And I heard in the pop through the pipelines that once bands heard it, young bands heard it. He at one point in time he was talking back and forth with China after the situation, and China told me that he said he was like, I ain't gonna lie, he got me. So if that's true, then we know who won that diss battle between the two of us. But I heard a couple people had said that he had heard it before and he thought it was kind of funny. So I don't know. Maybe he thought it was funny and it kind of smoothed things over, whatever the case is. I don't know. But a couple people have told me that in the underground that he heard it and they asked him about it. He's like, I ain't gonna lie, he got me. So I don't know how true that is, but that's just what I've heard. So I record this song, put it out there, and it does what it does. And I was, a little bit surprised as to how it did, that it did that well. I was just, trolling. So then I really got serious about making the video because, why not? So I hit up Brad Luck again, a good close friend of mine. I've known him since he was like little kid, like since we was young. Like I'm a little bit older than him, and he makes great music as well. So definitely check out his music. But he also shoots videos. So my man shot me a video, right? So let's get into the video and I'm gonna break it down step by step of how I faked it till I made it to make this Young Band's diss video. So let's get into it.
Yeah. Money so long, boy.
Let's make sure y'all can hear it too, because I want to be able to hear it.
You dead wrong. Yeah. You asking 50 of the song? Yeah. Boy, you dead wrong. Dead wrong. 50 for the song.
All right. So as you can see, so like we shot all these different little edits, these different parts, you know what I'm saying? And this is my actual room, man. Like this is my actual room that I was living in, making all those beats and stuff with different artists and whatnot. And we just threw all this stuff together. Like as you can see, it says Milan Way over there. Like this is real deal in my room. I actually still have that little tag and everything. I still have this mic setup sitting right there. So and all this mic setup was like $200, $300. It was really cheap. But you can tell like all of this is just kind of like all put together, but when you watch it, look at the quality, I feel like it's a pretty good video for, what it is. And a lot of the stuff in this video is purposeful, and I'll show you why.
I see why these niggas.
Let's turn it up some. I feel like it's actually low in my ears actually.
Butterfly coupe and it's featuring your dad.
And so you see that's like a subtle sneak dish right there. How I'm putting the remote up there, and this is Young Band's doing it too. But this is from the dresser, and this is what the diss was about. This is what the song was about. And I mentioned Butterfly Coupe. This is why it's featuring your dad, saying Playboi Carti is your pops, he sons you or whatever. And Butterfly Coupe, that's the song we were dissing about, right? So that's why we added the Butterfly Coupe logo.
These niggas mad.
So this is where the faking it till you make it kind of get started, because this is where the song kind of starts getting into it. So here I'm just recording like I'm in the studio. I'm just really in my room. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it all together. I got my basic bare minimum equipment. Like I've told you guys before, it doesn't take much to get something going. So then
Butterfly coupe and it's featuring your dad.
So see, I'm actually reading it off of there, and then you see how simple my setup is, right? That's all it was just those speakers, this right here, and then that laptop, and then I think I'm using, looks like that might be Logic. Yeah, I think that's Logic.
Hey, they was talking down, I got my bands up. Up that glizzy Betty put his hands up.
So this is actually one of my favorite movies. This is from Pulp Fiction. And as I made this was making this video with Rad Luck, I was telling him what to add in there and why, because the reason I added this part was because I like the movie and I like the scene that I wanted it to show this scene from this movie. But one reason that I particularly picked this scene is because in this scene, this guy right here, he comes in to the diner and tries to rob the whole place, and he thinks he's bad, he thinks he's hard. When this guy's in there eating in the diner, and in real life, he's the real deal hard guy, and he's sitting there chilling. So he's still eating, chilling, and whatnot. He comes in there, him and his wife, his old lady, start trying to rob the place, and then they get to him, try to rob him, and now you see what the situation is. So what I was trying to insinuate was, this is me. I'm the real deal hard one, while Vans is over here trying to be hard, but he's just playing a role, like he's portraying who he's really not. All of this was purposeful. So that's why I added. This is from the movie Pulp Fiction. So because I know he's not like that. That's why
I
I
still
added it.
don't get it. Milan selling smoke for 627.
And so like that bar, the Milan selling smoke for 627. What that meant was when I posted the Dresser song via my social media apps and everything. He didn't want it posted at all. At all. He didn't want it posted. He didn't like the song at all. And you see, it was the song that blew him up. But all I made off of that song was $6.27 at the point at the time where he was bitching, crying, and complaining and making it such a big deal. I had only made $6.27, and I showed him that. I posted it, and that's how I kind of did it. So to continue on how to fake it I make it, like Rad Luck ended up coming to my apartment and just recording this down in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and we just threw it together. So let's keep going.
Dresser was the beat that put you on.
Like always, you
Tired
gotta
of
throw a little
beefing with
smoke in there
niggas over these songs.
or something like that.
Rap
Like
niggas ain't really getting.
you want to hit different angles, and then you want to kind of portray yourself. You see, I got the Capsule Corp stuff on. You see, I am that Dragon Ball Z fan. Like you can see the cadence and everything that's coming, coming from it. If you notice, there's the artwork of the different
No
albums that
money.
I've made. You see,
Stop all that capping and you just might get some hundreds.
and if you notice in that set part,
No money.
a lot of this stuff's
Stop all
purposeful. Like
that
I
cap.
said, that's a target from at the range when shot at the range. I wanted it to visually start to like to throw things out there that you may not pick up on, but me breaking it down now, you'll see it. So like I'm not flexing with a gun. I'm not that type to like flex with no guns or anything like that, but I have guns. Like I've mentioned in other videos, I let somebody else use my guns to flex in their video, right? Well, I want you to know I have guns. I go shoot my gun. So that's rather than flashing and waving the gun all in the camera, this, that, and the third. Like I just have a target in the background. I make sure that you can see it. It's something like, okay, he shoots guns. He probably knows how to shoot a gun, and he goes to the target to the range. So he might know how to shoot better than your average person that's all on that talking about 30 clips. This person may actually know how to shoot for real.
Capping and you just might get some hundreds.
And then if you listen to the bars, you notice I say if you stop all that capping, you just might get some money. Because at this point in time, remember he was also scamming people out of features and different things like that. He'll send 10 people the same feature on the same beat and everything like that. Or you just just cash telling people to cash app him, he gonna pay him back later. Just all types of stuff. Just getting work done and say I'll pay you back later doesn't do it. And then that's why I added those things. And if you notice, sometimes I'll drop an ad lib and it says Bance. It's because he says that. So all this stuff you want to add into it to fake it till you make it. Like if you're going to create a diss song, or if you're going to create a song that's your cadence or your type of style, you want to add all these things that make up you and put it into your song subtly so that it creates your style. So if I continued on with this whole rap stuff, all my videos would be like that. You'd never see guns with me waving no gun or something, but you might see something that is like insinuating that I know how to use guns, right? But you'll never see me waving and flashing no gun, right? Let's continue.
That pussy nigga see through. How the fuck you gonna bite the hand that feed you?
See, still in here just chilling. How you gonna bite the hand that feeds you? And I'm the one that made this beat for you that has you on TV get millions of views, right?
Don't try me like no rookie. I play it cool, but you won't play me for no pussy. Hey, touch who? Okay, bet. You up for one, you ain't seen Fonny yet. You up
And see, at this time he had beef with Fonny. He didn't do nothing about that.
for two, you ain't seen Cardi yet.
He had beef with Cardi, didn't do nothing with that. And now you want to have all this smoke with me. See, that's why I made this face, kind of like, wait a minute, you hard, but you had smoke with two other people, but you really want smoke with me, bad, like as if like I'm less than, like I'm less likely to do something.
You ain't touched Milan yet.
And he didn't do anything yet. Now this is another part, like in the last video when I was talking about fake it till you make it. So what I ended up doing was I was in Spartanburg at the time for college, so I went down to Charlotte, which is near my hometown, and got where a nice skyline is, a nice little rooftop area. Grabbed some cash from a friend, like I mentioned in the previous video, and started,
Who you fucking with? You
just
don't know who you
like on
fucking
just
with.
act like I'm
Ay,
counting
who
money,
you
putting
fucking
money out
with?
for real
You don't know
because
who you fucking with. Ay,
it's
who you
it's faking
fucking
it till you
with?
make
You
it. Like
don't
you
know
just
who you
putting it out
fucking
there. Like
with.
that money
Nigga,
right
who
there
you
is probably
fucking
like a
with? You
couple
don't know
grand
who you fucking
and
with.
couple
Ay, who
hundreds,
you
and then a
fucking with?
couple
Ay, nigga,
ones,
who fucking
10
with?
or
Ay,
tens,
who you
fives,
fucking
20s,
with?
and 50s.
Ay,
Like it's
who
had
you
a mix,
fucking
but
with?
as long as it looks thick and like it's a stack of money, like it's a nice little bit of change, it's gonna give the effect that I need. But all of this still portrays me because if you notice, if I run it back a little bit, I show money for a second. This is the first time I show money in there. I'm not a flashy money type person, right? Like that. But I have money. I make money, but I'm not the one that's gonna walk around with this much cash in their hand. And if you notice in another part,
Nigga, who you fucking
it
with?
kind
You
of
don't know
flashes to
who you
me in my
fucking
car.
with. Ay, go.
I like cars. See, this is all part of me and part of my cadence and putting it all together. And now the thing about this is my actual car. This is my real car. You can't really tell what kind of car it is or anything like that. You just see it's a little sporty looking car or something, but it's a bright blue. It's got some type of little red stitching, so you know it might be something. But people that know me know that it's a Honda Civic Si.
Who you fucking with? Ay,
It's
nigga,
nothing
who
special or
fucking
anything like
with?
that,
Ay,
but I'm
who
just
you
using what I
fucking
have
with? Ay,
in
who
the
you fucking
cadence.
with?
That's why
Nigga, who you fucking with?
another part of the video I had kind of was sitting on the bed, had my foot up. I had some Jordans on. I don't wear Jordans, but I had Jordans on in the video to
Ay,
kind of show that. I don't typically wear necklaces or chains or anything, so I pulled the necklace out so you can see it. And it's nothing crazy. It's not like I went out my way. And see, this is the photo I was talking about. It's not like I went out my way to try to do anything absurd or like really flex and flash. But you guys get the idea of me showing you what, how to fake it till you make it. So all this stuff, all I did was just whip together and throw together really quick. Like literally all this was done like time frame wise, probably like in a day. You know what I'm saying? Like two, maybe something of that nature. But it was all thrown together, just something really simple and quick to be able to get something out there. If I were to do this all over again to create something like a different type of like a fake it till you make a video, and I've really thought about doing it, so I really might do it. I would really go really far in depth, and I would probably even portray the image of what I'm rapping about, even if it's not necessarily me, so you can see the like how well you could fake it, if that makes sense. So because you guys see my demeanor and how I am now based upon watching my videos, but if I were to really fake it till I make it in a different type of video and a different type of rap style, which I really might do this, then you'd be able to see it. I'd go find somebody, hire them to shoot me a video. I record myself, get it mixed and mastered, pay for it and everything. Go to the bank, get a stack of money, flex how I need to flex, show the cars, like whatever I need to be able to show you, so that way you can see like, all right, this is how he really is, because I see him on 50, 60 YouTube videos, but this is how he portrayed himself on this music video. I can see how to fake it till I make it, and like you can really almost create and paint a narrative that is not necessarily who you are, but it's part of who you are, or you can still portray exactly who you are and still give off the image and the imagery that you're trying to look like or be or whatever the case is. So that's just an example of how you fake it till you make it. So if you can, look at that video, you see how I am. Of course, it's years and years apart, it's like 4 years apart, but you can see how you fake it till you make it. Like I just went and threw some clothes, some cool clothes on, like just threw on a little simple little fit, nothing out the way. Threw on some Jordans. Went and got borrowed some money from a friend because he had it on hand, like right then and there while we was making the video. He's like, man, you need to have some money in this video. I was like, man, I'm not really all like that. He's like, man, just flex with the money in the video. Just do that just at least one time. So I do, I do the money, have the money in the video. At first, I wasn't going to smoke in the video, but I was like, what? I mean, I want to keep it kind of authentic, and it actually is me. So I threw some stuff in there that I knew would kind of spice up the video, make it look the way that I needed to appear. So that's really all I got for you guys. I know this was a little bit longer. We're creeping up on almost 20 minutes, but I really wanted to give you guys like a breakdown, an example of a good example of how to fake it till you make it, and it's even better that I did it so that I can explain it to you. Kind of put on what I did and how I did it, while also giving you a background on the actual story that caused me to actually make that video. But all those elements are what you need to fake it till you make it. So if you go back to certain bars, different lyrics, and things of that nature of this song, and kind of know the details now, you can see how, okay, he really, put a solid disc together and made a video and put it all together, threw it out there, and you can see that if you do it properly, do it the right way, it can really work in your favor because I had never made a song before, and it got some attention. So it's pretty interesting. So I may do something a little bit more in depth that I can kind of show you guys. I've been thinking about that for a while. So you just kind of keep your eyes peeled for that in the future. But that's all I got for you guys, man. Follow me on all my social media. Milan Makes Beats. If I got it, you'll find me. If I don't, you won't. That's really all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy it. Enjoy your Sunday. Continue to watch my videos and support. If you like the videos, like them. If you dislike them, dislike them. Either which way, just interact with the video because it truly is helping me in the algorithm. I've had some people hit me up and say things like, "I've never heard of you," or "I have heard of you, but I didn't know you made videos," and I can tell that it's really working. So I really appreciate all the love and support that I get from you guys, and I hope it continues, man. Thanks a lot for everything, and peace. I'm gone.